JJ's in the building. We got a special guest, the homie Mac Miller. 160,000, some crazy number. First week sales later since I've last seen you.
Yeah, man.
How's it feel, man? You must be on top of the world right now.
I feel like, super big leagues, man. I mean, that's really what it's like you're working to put out an album and you're just like, I hope people listen to it. And then it comes out and you go #1, and now you just kind of feel like you're in the same league of all the people you look up to.
Coldplay.
Yeah. Hey, I was battling Coldplay.
That's crazy, dude.
They had the #1 spot on iTunes for a minute, and I came and got it, and I was like, yeah, I wish I knew them so I could call them and be like, yeah.
maybe we could do something about that.
Like musically, who do you look up to?
I look up to people that A, are just making super crazy different music, and then B, that are on some just boss moves, business type of stuff that are, expanding. Next music video we just shot out here is the craziest shit I've ever done in my life. Missed Calls.
There you go.
It's Missed Calls. It's just kind of a story about a relationship and, me kind of ruining it by doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid crazy shit.
Just doing like the music shit and grinding and shit, and it shows like how that tears apart a relationship. And then the other thing I have coming out now that I'm promoting myself, because that's what I do, is Of the Soul, the record that we just dropped the video to. I'm doing a remix, real ill remix with 2 crazy people. Like crazy people.
Like how crazy?
I'm just gonna say, I just want to announce it just so people get ready and get hyped. But it's me, Pasta Noose, De La Soul, and Raekwon. I'm waiting on Raekwon to send me the verse, and it's gonna be nuts. But just Pasta Noose, cause he was the inspiration for the record. It's Of the Soul. That's the translation of De La Soul. And so I hit him. I was like, you need to rap on this with me, man. Wow. And it was actually Mick Boogie's idea.
Shout out to Mick.
Yeah, he hit me. He was like, you should get De La on the song. I was like, wow, man, you're a smart dude. Why didn't I think of that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we put it together, and that's coming out too. Did you hear that new record I did with Cameron?
No. Let me tell you, I agree with everything that you're doing, because if you don't pat yourself on the back, who else will?
Right. I'm with you. If no one's going to give me props, I'm going to give my fucking self props, man.
I have not heard the track with Cameron, but I want to fucking hear it. I have a fucking
song with Cameron.
You always know you were going to be in this position, because like people say that, like I honestly knew growing up. I still feel like I have so much further to go and stuff.
Yeah,
but I really know it's not like a surprise when things happen. Not to sound arrogant or cocky and stuff, but did you always know that?
I mean, this was my shit, man. When I was 10 years old, I was playing the guitar, and I used to play for, whenever I would just be that kid that tried to pick up girls by singing them like John Mayer. Let's be good to your daughters. Like seriously, like that. Whatever. But and it worked, man. And I always used to say, one day, people are gonna learn my songs like I learned their songs. Yeah. And then when I was 15, I started rapping. I was kind of like, I started rapping seriously. I was like, why the fuck not, man? I'm 15, and when I listen back, I'm like, wow, I wasn't that ill. But at that point, I was like, there's no difference between me and anyone in the game. Like I thought I was good enough to be whatever. So
the difference between people are like people that dream the dreams at night and the people that actually do the dreams during the day.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is the whole thing, man. When you're 15 years old and you want to be a rapper, right? It's easy to be like, I want to be a rapper one day. And my whole shit was, why not now?
Hard work and dedication.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. That's the shit, man. If you're not willing to work hard and hard, then you might as well do something else.
Question of the moment. What was the most important thing you did in your career that got you to where you are? Like looking back, you're like, that was the best move I ever made.
The moment that I was like, fuck it, and I'm just going to do what I do, and I'm going to work my ass off at it. But I think the actual real turning point, other than that mentality, was when I started fucking with Ian and making videos is when...
Hey, you had some crazy videos.
That's when we took over.
Or you got one track, and they said you could work with anybody right now that you haven't worked with. Okay. Who would you pick?
Andre 3000.
Damn. Great choice.
Without a doubt. I mean, I don't see...
Great choice.
If you got me in the lab with him, and we had no limits on what we could do, I guarantee that we would make wild music. Because... he's just you can't put words on him.
What's your favorite album ever?
I have 3 favorite albums.
Okay.
No order. Quem and I.
Yeah, just from the intro on to the artist storyteller, so many great records.
Clem and I, Sgt. Pepper, the Beatles.
Of course. Speaking of classic groups and stuff, who were we talking about before? You like De La Soul, right?
Yeah.
We were live in the Ski Lodge. We got somebody that just walked in.
Oh,
the
shit,
building.
Bro.
We got Macy on the spot.
Yo.
Respect to you.
Thank you,
Legends
man.
in the building.
That's why y'all do this like my birthday.
There we go.
That's crazy.
DJ Ski.
We always come with some surprises up here in the Ski
wild.
Lodge.
Blushing, kids blushing.
Yeah, no, that's tight, man. That's crazy.
That's
Y'all just did that to me.
That's crazy. So what made you go up? Because like you said, you're 20 years old, so you grew up. You would have been a teenager in the 2000s, which and the golden era of hip hop was before that. But all these albums you're talking about, from Illmatic to Tribe to De La, like that was before those times.
I mean, look, man, this is why the internet is the greatest thing in the world. I was able to go back and research shit, like you know what I'm saying. And the reason that I think that I gravitated so much towards like that the Native Tongues movement of them is because now I feel weird that he's in the building.
I know, I've never seen Mac nervous. Mac came in here the most confident kid.
He was cocky.
I'm the best ever. I'm the best ever. Basically, what I said? Mac and me were white. Mac is red now.
Okay, everyone, I'm chilling. Okay. No, but my whole shit was that shit was so creative, man. Like, dude, y'all were just some straight hippies, bro. Like, y'all were weird as hell, and I loved it. Like, that's like...
Hold on, Macy, I'll get over here, man. Listen, you know what? Now we're going to turn this around. Let's get Macy on the mic. Come on, you can come. We'll share a mic over here.
Okay, I got a question, as far as, the Ooh video and, doing super...
That was ill.
Yeah, doing super different shit like that. What made y'all want to do that?
It's the inspiration to just wanting to be ourselves, being inspired by just truly being us, definitely came from Run DMC and Ultramagnetic,
Yeah, because that was crazy, man. And just that whole movement, y'all and Tribe linking together was
the best thing that never happened.
It's just thank God that happened. What made you put the peace on? Because I fuck with the peace on super heavy.
You just turned it in. This is live from LA with Mac Miller and Macy. No, we're switching it up. I'm stepping back, man. You're trying to...
I think growing up on Long Island had a different effect than growing up around the concrete, around the buildings.
Yeah.
It just had way more different effect where, everybody was cool. There was no separation, segregation, none of that.
When we had the festival together and Pos shouted me out on the shit.
Peace.
That was,
That's major.
That's the shit that no one can take away from me, man.
Yeah,
man. Fucking De La Soul's on stage and Pos said, Mac, he said something like, motherfuckers get played like they a toy, but I'm rapping on stage with Mac Miller and Big Boy. I was like, oh! And I'm sitting there watching from the side of the stage and just kind of did y'all hear that?
You want to make sure you didn't just dream that, right?
Yeah, I was like, that was me, everybody, So, that's tight, man. And I think it's just dope that y'all are just the people that your fans, including myself, would expect y'all to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We didn't De La. We just expect to just kick it and chill and just be able to
just randomly walk in radio interviews.
Right? Exactly. And it's nice to know that that's came true.
Well, love.
Because you never know.
Now y'all got to do a record together.
Yeah, I told you.
How
We got
about
the studios downstairs. Let's go.
How
about that?
I want to do
get off
that,
the radio.
man.
Word
I'm
up.
here for
Let's do that.
2 weeks. Let's